Did you hear the story about the inmate who fell in love with one of the guards at his prison and it turned his whole world upside down? So this inmate said he was doing a long-term bid, just biding his time, not thinking of much, when a new guard comes into his unit. And she's an Indian chick, and he said she was very cute. Because she was attractive, all the inmates was fluttering around her, trying to get her attention, talking to her, flirting with her. But he said he didn't pay her any attention because she's a guard. So one day she comes to him and she's like, well, hello, you. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, what's your name? And then he tells her his name. And he's like, wait a minute, who's your cell? And then she says, my cellie's name. And she said, why do y'all have the same name? And he says, because my cellie is my father. And she said, you're in prison with your father? And he says, yes, he have 2 life sentences. And she was like, wow. And it made her want to talk to him more. So he said she was always like coming by his cell saying hi. When he'll go in the shower, she'll go stand outside the shower to have a conversation with him and peeking at him while he taking the shower. And one day he came to her and he was like, so what it is? And she's like, what do you mean? And then he was like, I think we should talk outside of here. And she said, what do you mean by that? And he said, you know what I mean. And she was just quiet and smiling. And he said, look, don't say nothing. In the shower, right where they had the toilet paper rolls at, I taped a piece of paper underneath the shelf. It has my phone number in it. All you got to do, when I leave, I won't talk to you for the rest of the day. Go in there and get the number. And I want you to call my cell phone and call it with a block number so I don't have yours so we could talk. And she said, what? And he said, I don't have to say nothing else. It's up to you. And he walked off. So he was like, he went back to his cell. He talked to his dad. He told his dad, well, his dad knew he had a cell phone. And you know that's illegal to have in jail. So he told his dad, well, I'm going to have to use the phone tonight. And his dad was like, to do what? He said, he said, the guard out there, I told you, I'm going to get her. I gave her the number. And his dad was like, what do you mean you gave her the number? I gave her the number so she can call me so we could talk. You crazy? All you're doing right now is sending them people over here to bother us. I already got 2 life sentences. You gonna give me another charge for this? And he's like, so what if you get another charge? You already got 2 life sentences anyway. He's like, I don't want another charge anyway. He's like, his dad is like, look, you gave them our number, which allows them to verify that you had a phone. As soon as you answer that phone, they gonna bust up in here and then they gonna search everything and then you gonna go into the hole. Why would you do that to yourself? And he's like, nah, I think she liked me. I think it's gonna be something. His dad was like, what? It ain't gonna be nothing. What's wrong with you? Don't even put us in that situation. And he was like, Dad, I got it. So later on that evening, the phone does ring. It's a blocked number. And he's thinking it's her. And the dad is like, oh my gosh. And then he didn't answer. He said 5 minutes later, it rings again. He answers. And he's like, hello. And then it's her. And she says, hey, big head. And he says, hey, little head. And then they start laughing. And then they start talking. And then the dad tap on the bed like, oh, yeah, she down? Tell her to bring in some stuff for us, man. Get her on our team. And he's like, leave me alone. Let me just talk to the girl. So he started talking to her. They become good friends. They start dating. They start falling in love as much as they can between the inmate and the guard. And she do get on their side. She started bringing in anything that they asked her for. Like cell phones, even green, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they want, cigarettes, whatever. It don't matter. She's willing to bring it in. She's risking her job and everything because she liked this man. So eventually he contacts another girlfriend, female friend that he have on the outside, and he gives her money and he tells her to go and buy a specific ring. He wants to propose, child. So he gets the girl to go buy the ring, and then he tells the guard, go pick up this package from this girl and bring it in. And the guard goes and does it, brings it into him. She hands it to him, and he's like, hold up a second, I want to show you something. And she's like, what? He unwraps the package, gets down on one knee, and he proposes. Will you marry me? She starts screaming, oh my God, oh my God. Of course I will. He put the ring on her finger. She walking around big and bold with this inmate's ring on her finger, even though she's a guard. But he don't care and she don't care. They just happy-go-lucky and in love. But because of that attention that she was getting, it started to alert some authorities. And next thing you know, a bunch of police start rushing into his room, bum rushing him, searching his room, trying to see what he got. So eventually they find that he did have like some cigarettes on there. So they threatening him. And he's like, what do you want? And they're like, we want to know, are you messing with one of our team? And he was like, nah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, all you have to do is just tell us what's going on, and all these charges will go away. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not messing with nobody. And they said, okay. The next morning, they went and took his father and shipped him to another prison. So now he can't see his father anymore. He said 3 days later, he realized he's not going to see his dad again, and he started crying. And they came back and bothered him again and again, and they telling him, listen, we don't care about you. You know you can do your time, but this woman is a threat. If she's willing to come and talk to you and help you and be on your side while we in here, then she could give up information about any of us to y'all, and y'all could hurt us. We need to get her out of here. Please, here's a phone. All you have to do is just put her number right in here. We'll know you know it. We got her, and we can get her out of here. And everything will go away. We'll get your daddy back in here. We'll get you the job you want. We'll get you anything you want. You can sell in here if you want to. We'll make sure you're okay. Just give us the number. Give us the number. This man refused. They start parading him around the prison yard where all the other inmates are looking at him like, oh, he's an informer now? He's an informant? And he's trying to explain to everybody every chance he get, no, they just trying to jam me up. They just trying to jam me up. But they keep doing it over and over again, even bringing him before the warden. And he keep denying it. No, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her at all. Months and months go by. He get put in solitary confinement. He's back in his room again once he gets out. And they come back to him again. Are you sure you're not going to give us the information we need? We want to get her out. What's her number? Give it up. And he looks at them and he says, no.